Hello, and welcome back to my heavily modded XCOM 2 campaign. You might notice some hairline fractures in the timeline, as this is not quite the save we left off, because I thought to myself, you know, I should really check how panicking interacts with certain abilities. The answer's poorly. You really don't want a tired Scion on a mission. So I reloaded my previous There weren't any. So I had to replay the entire previous terror mission, by which I mean the mission was a walkover, so I turned on unlimited movement and walked to the finish line. But as a result, all the stuff in the strategy layer had to be redone, and that's randomly generated. I'm not in control, I can't replicate. So we have a completely different mission, Operation Exquisite King, which is looking to be much easier than the mission I was playing. Which is unfortunate, but oh well, here we are. Additionally, this is worth mentioning, I suppose. In this timeline, Den Mother is 14 experience short of Colonel, making me very confused as to why she promoted in the previous timeline. Not sure how that happened at all. Getting into Operation Exquisite King, it's an untimed mission, a very difficult, well-rehearsed experimental rollout, Biopurge. Biopurge meaning that we're seeing the Bio-Faceless, Bio-Lost Bleeders, Super Heavy Mechs, Sectoid Mindbender, Elite Vipers, Chrysalid Rippers, Elite Biotroopers, Andromeda Primes, Great Archons, Mutant Commandants, Mutant Decanus, Elite Shieldbearer, Biozerkers, and Spectres. So I'm expecting to see much more than one Biozerker, because I think the last time I saw Biopurge, there were 3 of the fuckers on the mission, so I'm going to be expecting many. Now, something I found out is that if somebody has the gift, they're able to equip the Warlock's Crown, because they're able to equip Psi overlays in general. Meaning that even though Revolver Ocelot's not a trained Scion, they can still, you know, give it their best shot with the Crown, which is something to think about. May as well give it a try, why not? As for the rest of this, it's basically the exact same layout as previously, just a massive downgrade from Big Large here, because it turns out Big Large being tired completely invalidates the purpose of the unit, and I really wish I had saved before doing that science. I was like, oh, that's fine, let's load the autosave, and XCOM doing XCOM things, there fucking weren't any. All told, I really don't think the enemies detected for this look that bad. I think as long as we take it slow and don't pull more than 2 pods at a time, we should be fine. So we're gonna be slow and careful and grind through the enemies pod by pod. Hopefully, everything goes according to plan, nothing bad happens, and we don't have to evac and let lightning reflexes through. If we do, not the biggest deal, but this doesn't look too bad to me. Anyways, let's load into the mission, and as we do, if you would like to hit the like and subscribe buttons, I'd greatly appreciate that. Hey, it's the XCOM 1 graveyard map. I love that. Anyway, we're gonna take this slowly and carefully, which means we have a lot of tedious stuff to do at the start of the map. I can't find my tech specials. I'll click on him over here, I guess. This guy's not gonna be moving. I'm just gonna immediately double repair on him. Blue move and repair on both Sparks. Double reload on the field support. I'll get back to you once we actually start doing things, because there's so much to start off missions with right now because of all the damaged Sparks. Oh shit, we have eyes. I might just be getting caught. There's no point in moving, because if they come towards me, they're gonna see Synth Soldier anyway. So, may as well just continue healing like nothing weird is happening. We're gonna put our resupply ammos on Draugr and White Wolf immediately and try to get them in position to overwatch in case that comes at us. It'd be a bit mean, they'd have to start off like right adjacent to spawn and then sprint at spawn. But it's definitely possible, so these guys need to be overwatching this turn. Alright, we take overwatch on these last guys, no need to move here. Hopefully they don't walk at us, but I've got no confidence. That's exactly what I thought was happening. 3%? The fuck are you on about? Lightning reflexes must have been, right? So, you gonna scatter or do something? There we go. Weapons hot, just doing work. This pod is not too bad. Super Heavy Mech's the only really scary thing there. Yeah, lightning reflexes once a turn, buddy. How's that feel? Everyone slowly walk through the battlefield, it'll be fine. That guy walked into the acid, he's going to die. Yeah, lightning reflexes was exactly what it was. I don't know that I feel very threatened by any of this. That needs to be handled. These guys don't have covering fire. So I would like to start there. 91's fine. I really don't think I need to use any resources for this. I may as well take explosive action. Not taking it's just, you know, ridiculous, but I'm gonna start with this. put 2 bullets into it. It doesn't actually need more bullets necessarily, but it's fine. I think it was the most threatening mech on the field, so I probably go ahead and kill it with Whiplash. There's just not a reason to save it. So sure, put Whiplash into that. Just fucking normal damage. Just very, very reasonable ability. I always forget how hard Whiplash hits because heat applies to it. I guess I'm gonna help kill the Faceless with my last action. Then we come over to the Marine. The Marine finishes the Faceless. There is... What's the other stuff that's left? Is it just really far back? There's a Sectoid Mindbender, I guess. It's only a 69. No reason to take that. Let's start by moving forward here, because we need to move further in to actually deal with the stuff that deployed backwards, right? There's a Ripper to my left. There it is. Okay. So it's just a Ripper. We don't need to worry about that. The Mindbender might mind control someone, but if it does, we can go deal with it with a punch fairly easily. We can use the Flamethrower here on the Viper. Don't need to use any other cooldowns or anything like that. Going to use Bombard Protocol here, try to destroy the cover of the Mindbender zone. It is full cover, but it's also just like a statue, so... Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Nice. I'm going to Overwatch on White Wolf's last action. It's not great to explosive action and then just not use all your shots, is it? Didn't I shoot 3 times? Why do I have an action right now? I feel like I'm going crazy. It's fine, just Overwatch. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard. And we're going to reload both of these guys again because, I mean, that's just what Crowdlight Commando does. They provide value by keeping everyone else's guns full, and that's good enough. Because unlike Crowdlight Commando, Draugr and White Wolf are, you know, just all-stars that carry every mission they're in. Well, that's less true for White Wolf. White Wolf does their best, and they really are a fantastic unit, but they tend to fuck things up pretty constantly. It's kind of sad to watch. You've already moved, so you Overwatch. Here, I can move forward and take a shot at both the Ripper and the Sectoid because of headshot mechanics. So, good, 100%, that's what I was hoping for. And this shot should be pretty accurate. Oh, 100%, yeah, fair. I guess it's the same odds as the Ripper. Cool, wonderful. Move out a little bit closer to where you'll eventually be fighting. You run forward a tiny bit. Evolver Ocelot wants to be in full cover because of their sniper rifle, so here. Fiber Giant wants to just be, I guess, here. They don't really have a specific tile they want to be in, just generally forward. You're not going to move, and that'll be it for us. Yeah, I know. I wasn't trying to fight them turn 1, Bradford. That wasn't the plan. I didn't want to fight them. Oh, hey, look at that. It's a Biozerker. What a weird coincidence. Who would have expected that on a Bio-Purge mission? So I think we just run forward here. There's not really a way around this. We have to progress. And I'm reasonably confident that the only safe play is to let everyone else catch up. Because you, at least, should be behind, yeah. I can grapple up top, though. And then up top, I can just hang out, Overwatch, use manual override, since I have it, I guess. Here, we're going to be reloading the Sparks for once, since we're finally off the first turn of the mission. We're also going to use the same point that we have time to use the Sparks to heal our Pioneers, because they, too, need to be repaired, and we just haven't had the chance to do it. Gonna be honest, I'd rather get a better position on these Infiltrators than to heal the Pioneers. I just need these guys closer to the fight, and the Pioneers are probably gonna be fine regardless. So we'll be sprinting forward on White Wolf as well, make sure Weapons Hot and Pounce are ready. Wait a second, you're not Dark Horse. Wait, you saw them? Oh no, we're getting bipod vision at the end of our turn, I think. Yeah, we didn't actually get in range to see anything. I was so confused at first. Still nothing. Who's this? Do I see a general in all of this mix? I mean, it's a lot. We have 2 great Archons, a Spectre, a Biozerker, an Andromedon Prime, and a Muton Demolisher. Like, it's a fucking lot, but it's not the general. We're gonna start this by running forward on one of the Pioneers and seeing what they say. I should have used Burning Rush. I should have just assumed this was a massive fight and used Burning Rush. There's the general here. I don't see one, unfortunately. Thanks, appreciate that. Commandant just hanging out with his 20 health. Shredstorm Cannon's not getting what I want, but I think I can get a pretty great blue move Shredstorm. The issue is that it might pull those other pods. I think I have to take the risk that it pulls. There's a very good chance it does, but there's also a decent chance that it doesn't. Because now I get this Shredstorm, which is just too strong, and then the position's amazing next turn. Like, I had to try to get this option. Yeah, Experimental Armor is nice, but it still shreds you and gets rid of your cover. And also just killed that man. We're going to take Lightning Strike into Kinetic Strike to kill the Commandant. Wait a second. Yes, this is one of the ones I'm allowed to punch. We use the normal punch. We don't have to use the good Kinetic Strike for this. Nope, come back down here. Commandant down 2. It shouldn't be too hard to deal with the super heavy mech. I just assumed that wouldn't pull. I was so confident for some reason. I didn't even consider that it would pull, and I don't know why. Anyway, it didn't. I was right, but man, I should have been wary of that. Wary, rather. Oh man, Fiber Giant, you're a good unit. I don't know if I want you to run any further forward than you already have, though. Got an 88 here, but like, I'd rather be running forward and doing stuff. I'm okay to Kinetic Strike here, actually. That gives me a good chance to kill the guy behind it by walking forward and applying the other Kinetic Strike. Gets me in a position to like Supernova into the objective the turn after this. One off the kill, unfortunately. I've got a Shredstorm here. It's not like a great Shredstorm, but I can use it. It's fine. We also have Adrenaline Rush. We don't need much damage, so I think it's sensible. Pop this alongside my free move. I guess the free move doesn't matter too much. But I can get to here and then line up the cannon. This also puts me in a position where I can Rage Strike something next turn. Unfortunately, they're not quite lined up as well as I thought they would be. I don't think it's worth using for that. I was going to see what the odds of hitting the shot were, but I guess the odds of reloading the save are 100%. So I can just take this shot to finish it off. That's good enough for me, honestly. 25% of the time they miss. I could take a Shredstorm Cannon, but there's got to be way better value in a Shredstorm Cannon next turn, right? Oh, hey, I didn't even realize that guy existed. Wait, where? 1 second. 1 second. Is that not where you were last turn? These guys, I don't think that's where they are. Wait a second, just hold up. I don't think they're being displayed properly. They certainly were wrong either last time or this time. Yeah, you can see if I run forward to here, target preview says I don't see the elite gunner. I'm gonna save and reload again because I'm not convinced that's where they actually are. It alleges that's where they are. It's just really weird because I was successfully aiming a Shredstorm Cannon at them a second ago. I've got no idea. That's deeply alarming. I definitely want to grapple up here and then blue move behind Sense Soldier. And that's probably where White Wolf will be at the end of the mission. I doubt there's gonna be much movement from here. I'm definitely not moving any further left for fear of pulling. I can't see anything, so Overwatch. Need Carbon Mile to run forward so I can take a position on them. So I guess this is where they're going, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not where they're actually at. I'm being lied to. You can see nothing's highlighting. Anyway, as we've used up like half our actions, we just have to move forward in Overwatch. Going to blue move over here on Revolver Ocelot and chuck my scanner. It's not upgraded in any way, it's just a scanner, but still, I want all the information on these pods. I want them highlighted so I can see where they're at next turn, at the very least. And this stuff isn't real, I don't want to move those, so I'll just end my turn. Hopefully they'll move and I'll get to figure out where they're actually standing, because I have no fucking idea. Oh, hey, Andromedon Prime, you want to come take some extra actions when I shoot you? Missed 100%. Sure. Why not? Guys, could you land your incredibly effective weapons on somebody who doesn't get at— No, always on him? Okay. If you want to finish him off, though, now would be good, because he's going to shoot you twice. You have made him angry. No, we're done shooting. Okay. He's continuing to move. I like that. I mean, that's fine. I figured it wasn't going to be great for Cryolite Commando, but the rest of that's still fine. Alright, so the Rocketeer is there. Where's the Elite Gunner? Alright, they're where I thought they were last turn. The game just freaked out even when I reloaded the save multiple times. Alright, yeah, sure, just don't take the damage or the shred. That's cool, too. I think that's the General's pod based on how generic it looks. I don't see a General in it, but presumably he's still there. Boy, howdy, is there a lot of shit going on back there, though. I don't know what the Great Archon's up to. I don't know why he flew inside.
Took some damage here.
Yeah, sorry about that. Biozerker might need to calm down. Andromedon Prime might be the target for this, actually. There's just kind of a lot going on right now, and I know this is like the only one that can fail. I can drop evac, move forward, scan the Andromedon Prime. I think that's the play. Could you die? Yeah, the Great Archon hits pretty fucking hard. Let's find someone in the back with Bombard Protocol. Now, the Great Archon... Oh, we can actually get the Spectre through the floor. Wonderful. I was going to try to break the tile by going through the floor the Spectre was standing on, but that works. No, not quite. You seem to have done it in the wrong order, but I'll zoom out so we can watch the damage happen. And hopefully the floor breaks and we drop the Spectre as well. So the Overwatches have been solved. The animation order, not so much. Anyway, Cryolite Commando is going to run forward. God, I would love to keep them around. That's such a valuable unit, but with the acid burn already, I just need to get out. I need to make sure that the 10% of the mission that is a nightmare doesn't happen, and I need to leave while they're still alive. So, sad, but necessary. We should probably just, like, overdrive all the mechs now. There's one pod we haven't activated. There's no real way we ever don't pull that pod. So let's just overdrive all 4 of the Sparks. And I think we're okay. I think we've managed to take it slow enough that even though that was obviously non-optimal, the rest of this has gone pretty well. One more overdrive to go on Dread Mechanism. Then we'll use Frostbite on our Marine to deal with the Andromedon 100% now, correct? Hey, love to see that shit. Now it's just a question of which of these mini threatening enemies is the first to go down. From here, I can Shred Storm Cannon through you and you into them. And I think that's the play. Just move Shred Storm, Shred Storm. I'm not like a huge fan of this, but that feels like it needs to happen. I thought that would pull. There should be a general in there somewhere, shouldn't there? I don't see one. Elite Gunner, First Sergeant, Biotrooper, Heavy, Biotrooper, Biotrooper, Biotrooper. Remaining 16, active 16. The general is active, and I just can't find him. Oh, I killed him. I didn't know. I had no idea that happened. I'm just too fucking good at this game. Okay, I guess that's the answer. Cool. You have capacitor discharge, don't you know? You're carbon mile. If I pop over here, I imagine it doesn't reach from where you are. It does have pretty limited range. So you're going to want to blue move forward as well. What I'm looking to do here is use capacitor discharge to hit everyone in that pod, because that will break their experimental armor and they'll start taking full damage. Yeah, there we go. And from here, they should basically just be dead to like one ability. Oh yeah, just do it. I mean, I'm fine playing the game on zip mode with like no animations, but you are supposed to have some. Also, that was not a person. Neat. Most of them weren't people, in fact. Just let that finish animating because the game didn't like me trying to use abilities. It's so close to excellent, but it's just not quite wide enough. Wait, is it better from the other one, though? This might be a wider angle. Nope, it's similarly painfully close. I'm committed to this. The Demolisher needs it. This kills the Spectre. The Archon needs it. That always needed to happen. So that's you. Completely done, I guess. I have Supernova here. It's not terrible. But it might just fail to go through the tree is the issue. Yeah, I think this is just too good to say no to. I think I just have to continue with the plan of Shredstorm Cannon on the right side. Oh, I was really planning on you being dead like the highlight was saying you would. Really just like apply that to these guys as well. I'm pretty sure both of those highlighted full dead. So we're gonna move out to here. Is that potentially flankable? Maybe. Nothing I can do about it, really. I might not be visible if I only move out to here, so we can try that instead. As for what we do with the rest of our turn, that's the slightly awkward part. We can't even see anyone useful. That's surprising. AoE suppression's not unreasonable, but like, it's not actually hitting multiple priority targets, is it? I'm fine to suppress the Biozerker, I think. That's just totally reasonable, because we're gonna have to kill it anyway. We're definitely activating this stuff now, because the game will be over very, very soon, so there's no reason not to do it now. We're gonna sprint into position, whatever position is. It's probably right here, I'm thinking. We're definitely taking explosive action this turn as well. Just activate 4 abilities real quick, get involved. So we're gonna have 3 normal attacks as the Suppressed Draugr gets in here. The last one's just gonna be to ripjack the first Sergeant, I think. The first 2 are gonna be, yes, killing people who are at 0 health in the back here. We might even just do it again, because I think I have a 3rd guaranteed kill back there. Not you. Yeah, the Elite Heavy, and then I think also the first Sergeant. Heavy first. I did forget that I have a Shredstorm Cannon here, which I could have been using. It's narrow. I think this actually didn't get either of the other ones anyway. I'm gonna take that. Kills the first Sergeant guaranteed instead of a 4% miss, puts damage on the other 2. High roll on 1, I'll take it. We're gonna get a Blade Storm on this. Oh, you're not actually a person. Of course not. They're all faceless. All of the Biotroopers are lives, meaning this one's also a lie, probably. I would like to get a little bit of damage done here. What's your mind control on the Biozerker look like? I should have checked this earlier. 0%. 0%. 70%. Man, I'm gonna have a hard time arguing that 70%, aren't I? I'm gonna Icarus jump here. I love the feel of this move. I don't care if it's right. I just love putting Revolver Ocelot in that position. And then we check mind control from here. Still have eyes. What will we do with our first action? We would combat protocol something with low health if that something exists. Now, the issue with that being, it doesn't really. So instead, I'm going to blinding protocol the Biozerker. Because this is definitely the most threatening unit on their team, other than the Archons, and can't really do shit about the Archons, unfortunately. Aside from this, which is not remotely guaranteed, but it seems to be the best play that Ocelot's gonna have. Come on. I think that's a success. That's certain. Hey, love to see that. Taking the acid sucks, but I mean, here we are, it's happening. Kinetic Strike to here, kill the other Archon. Rest of it doesn't matter too much. The Gunner is not something I want to keep alive. But it's definitely less outright scary than the Archon is. I understand what's happening. Relentless only works on turn-ending actions. So during Overdrive, your normal turn-ending actions stop being turn-ending actions, unless they're just coincidentally your last action. So that not using Burning Rush was a tremendous mistake there. Do we have anything left, or is it just you? It's just you. So let's not beef it a second time, then. I'm gonna take Burning Rush. Come in, I have 3 actions afterwards. Kinetic Strike, Breakthrough, Move, Punch. We should be good. Wait, what did I even just do? Apparently, I've shield bashed by accident trying to walk next to him. I'm just gonna come punch this man before it's too late due to my own incompetence. I don't trust myself to do anything else. I'm clearly too bad at this game to make other plays. It looks like I have the time to walk back and just punch him some more, so I'll do that. Just normal things. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. We're playing perfectly. Oh yeah, you still have actions. Of course you do. Going to walk here into Overwatch. You're done. Those are lies. End turn. Alright. I believe we're basically done with the worst of it. We definitely still have a chance to take a wound here because this first sergeant just didn't get mitigated. I love to see that. However, there's no real chance of a major wound on Draugr because Draugr has 5 armor, ablative health, 80%. He must have attack defense on top of everything else. Carbon is fine, so isn't Soldier. Like, the damage doesn't matter. We've healed them so much that it takes multiple consecutive attacks before they take a wounds. Anyway, the damage is about to matter. Who's he going for? Alright, there we go. He went for the Archon. Weird to instantly lock in an Overwatch without moving. Not sure why that's the AI path it took. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, he's very slowly trundling over here. He was very conflicted about it because he knew Retribution was coming. I would have considered other plays more seriously if I were him. That Pouncer weapon's hot. I don't know why I shot him. I thought those were specifically on Scamper, not just on entering vision. Anyway, things are going fucking wonderfully. I could not be happier with how that end turn played out. The Andromedon Prime needs to die this turn. That's like not even remotely hard to manage. It's just that. It's done. Dealt with. I probably should have thought more seriously about how to deal with that. I was like, yeah, Dread Mechanism will just take the punch and it'll pull the Overwatch. I could probably have done that without... We have neutralized protocol. My brain's fried, but what I'm trying to say is there's no way that was correct. I'm definitely playing like absolute trash. I have no way to give an action to Draugr, so I need to use Whiplash before I do anything else. Okay, so I figured it out. I walk Carbon Mile over to this tile. I take the Shred Storm Cannon. It's too powerful. That's fine, just keep rotating it right. And there we go. But it's not going to be the Biozerker anymore. A part of me is like, he'll be fine. Look at that, it's only 1 damage, who even cares? I'm not even convinced that part of me is wrong. It's fine, we don't need to wound him to win this turn. So we're not going to. And now that we've gotten rid of the cover, we can use things like Whiplash immediately. Oh, yeah. That's a better target for Whiplash. The machine. The one that takes double damage. I'm a fan of that one. Hi there, how are you doing? We need one more shot there. I'm sure someone can provide it. In case they can't, come stand next to him menacingly, but I'm sure you don't need to. From here, we have a shot on the Demolisher. We have a shot on the Biozerker. The Elite Biotrooper probably gets to hang out over there. Not going to pretend. The Demolisher needs help dying, so we'll start with this. I think we crit. That's very high damage.
Hard target, minimal damage.
You have an extra move available. Supernova doesn't have friendly fire. What a wonderful fact that is. So that's getting closer and closer to that. It's still not quite there just yet. Bombard Protocol. Hit this, followed by Rapid Fire on the Biozerker. It's always nice to have so many more resources than the problem at hand requires, that I can just sort of wing it and stumble forward through the turn, assuming I figure it out before the end. There we go, 74. For some reason, I thought the first target was on the Great Archon and not on the Biozerker. Sure, why not? Give it your best shot. Good job. So I guess I'm going to run forward and use Burning Rush to punch this man. That's just the way I deal with it.
Efficiency.
It feels silly. It feels like this is not the way to do it. But no, it is. It's just more fist. It served me well thus far.
We have confirmation. Mission accomplished.
So I'm gonna guess Draugr, probably, right? Yeah, that checks out. One-shotting multiple dangerous enemies with Whiplash, just doing big stuff every fight. Definitely a good performance out of virtually everyone, but Draugr easily the MVP that time. Cryolite Commando doesn't even get a promotion. What a shame. And in terms of the resources we get, nothing super meaningful. Alright, so we're down to just one more mission left in the month, which is nice to see. After that, we'll finally be done, and we'll be in the run-up to Waterworld, where we start being really, really choosy with what missions we go on. Because this is the last month, I feel like, where we really have to fear dark events in general. New assault mission, sabotage transmitter. We have 4 days. Counters rapid response. There's a feral hive here. Heavy mech. Let me just reopen this so I can read it as it starts to scroll. Heavy mech, Frost Mutant Elite, Frost Shield Droid, Heavy Bio Assault Trooper, Great Archon, Mamba, Berserker Omega, Mutant Commando. So it's Berserker Omega and Feral Hive. It's a little bit scary. Operation Legendary Rose. Doesn't seem too bad though. If I were to pop back over to my units though, I'm pretty sure that in the next 4 days, we get everyone back we could possibly want to send on this. Oh, is the side tank filled right now? I might be fucking up. 1 second, just go back to this. Side tank not currently filled. Terrible at the game. Didn't put Sword Saint back in. Yeah, that's a huge mistake. Iron Rhino and Black Cat will both be back before that finishes. Because there are people on opposite teams, I'm not too scared, but I also feel like I need a strong team because of Berserker Omega. I don't want to send something soft against that. How much time is left in the supply drop? 12 days? I'm going to sit on this and let it time out a little bit because it's absolutely worth it to have a stronger team to be safer. I'm not under roster pressure at the minute. God, so many people just came back. All right, Iron Rhino is back. I don't think that's everyone, though. I think we're still waiting on Black Cat. Black Cat's out for 7 more hours. We're about to launch the mission. As soon as something pops on the bottom left, we right-click to close, and we go do this mission. And this one should be relatively easy. Depending on what's available after this, we might immediately go into the Forge as well. All right, it looks to me like we're ready for Operation Legendary Rose. It is a stacked team, 8 colonels, first time all campaign. And it's also the first time in a hot second that we haven't had a field support. So everyone's carrying their ammo types, blue screens on the long range units, on the Sniper and the Reaper. Armor piercing on the Shredders, on the Skirmisher, and on the 1 experimental mag I have for 1 of my Sparks. I've got a lot less healing available than I had the previous missions, but I have enough to get them up to safe numbers before the fights. I feel very confident in this team. This is also the first mission in a very, very, very long time without a Marine, and that might be a mistake. I might change that. I might not stick to that plan. But I'm feeling a little bit burnt out right now, so I'm going to save it and call it for now. I'll make that decision in the next video. I've been rather incoherent. I've been having a blast with XCOM 2. I hope you've been enjoying watching it. Thank you for doing so. Thank you to the modding community that made this campaign possible, and to my 1 Patreon supporter, Jeffrey B. I'll see you all in the next one.